Hello, everyone. We are 25 days in. That is the quarter of the 100 days of code. Spoiler, today might be a little short. We will see. But welcome everyone to the code call. And here's the guest that keeps on giving. His name, by now you should know, is not. Let me introduce you to Leon Andersen. Leon, how are you doing?
Hello, hello. I'm doing great. I just came home from work though, so I only had time to watch like 5 minutes of a video of the course. So today there's not much new yet. The only like if if Aleph would um, have a later time slot today, that would be possible. But yeah, these we can't always have perfect time slots. So um, what I will learn today, um, the rest of the day, I will um, talk about, summarize tomorrow, and get probably feedback on. And yeah, I'm on the. I started watching the video on creating our own promises, um, and the um, the rest of today I will finish the section on async JavaScript, or at least on this one section about async JavaScript. There's next section is about Ajax and APIs. So I don't know. That has, as far as I understood it, maybe something to do with async JavaScript as well. But yeah, so the async keyword, the await keyword, and handling errors in async functions will be the topics I learned today, and tomorrow I have way more time than the other days, so there will be probably a lot of stuff that I will learn tomorrow as well before the code call. And yeah, the creating creating promises is I didn't get it yet from 5 minutes of watching it. As far as I understand it, you have to define a function that uses and inside of that function you um, you define a thing called promise. I don't know if promise is there's still many question marks. I didn't fully get yet if promise is like the name of a method and you always have to write promise, or if that's just a placeholder and you can call promise however you like. But I know that it has two parameters, the resolve and the reject parameter, which is similar um, to the then and catch, but I don't know. Is it called then and catch? Something with catch. Um, so yeah, but I honestly didn't get much how it works yet.
No worries. I have a cool idea then. So, first of all, I think yesterday we already looked at three different ways to create promises. So let's just look at them again, and it will prime you for the lesson that you later watch. And I'm also gonna answer you the first question right now that you had. So you asked, hey, is promise like a keyword? So promise is different from, for example, the usual keywords that you know. So export, function, return. I don't know if you had export yet. Maybe you didn't have export yet, but you've seen function, you've seen return, you've seen const and let and var and if. And but promise is not like that. So promise you can think of more like array. So array has its own syntax to create something. leave square brackets right here. However, you can also create an array like this. So you can say const array equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? But you could also say const numbers equals to new array. And then we push, we push like one, dot push one and so forth, and so on and so forth. And this new keyword basically creates a new um, instance of something. And
Okay, I see that.
yeah, I mean this one right here is a lot more common and is what you would usually use. However, promise is like this. So promise is what you call a constructor. So constructor, and you will get there soon. Like I'm sure that code will explain this. But basically, through the new keyword, you can create a promise. And if they hunt my promise equals to new promise like this. So now my promise has become a promise, but right now Code Sandbox is complaining and is saying promise, result, or undefined is not a function. And that basically means that this promise constructor right here um, expects a function in here that says how the promise is going to resolve. So you basically tell it, hey, resolve with, I don't know, hello, Leon, with this. And then we can get the result of the promise using the two keywords that we've mentioned. So our bet will more accurately said using the two methods that you've mentioned, because every promise has a dot then method and a dot catch method. And then is the case where the promise resolves and dot catch handles the case where the promise rejects. So this is basically happy. So this one we like. This one is if something went wrong, usually, or there's an error or anything. And you can already see, because, in programming, you need to be able to handle errors. And you can already probably imagine how this can help you distinguish between like good states and error states. And in order to have a proper result, you can say in order to have a proper reject, you can just use the reject method when we find in the prompt. So utilization is the second argument to this function that the prompt takes, and you can say boo, because this one did not go as planned. And then if you want to get the results of them too, you can say my promise dot then we console log that out or comfortable node. Or we could say my promise dot catch as I reject the promise, reject promise dot catch to then the error of this. You can also say catch snoot, but this would do nothing. I'm using warn here, so warn usually marks out in yellow, but we don't see any yellow here. So that means this one is never triggering the catch, right? Because it only resolves. While here we could also do a dot there, and many also use dot warn, but nothing yellow here because this one only rejects, so we only catch the yellow. So far, so good. Good. And then one more thing. The thing is to address your question was like, okay, that I mentioned in the beginning, like you cannot say, for example, const equals to hello, right? That doesn't work. It says, hey, we cannot assign something to a keyword, basically. But the promise you can override. You can call a variable promise. And now, yeah, this is already blowing up. But technically, if we take all of this code and move it below where we override the promise, now all of this code doesn't work anymore. So you can think of promise a little bit more like the document that is defined only in the browser, which is its own object, and that you usually have access to with the behavior that we just went through. Um, but you are able to override it. And you don't want to do this. So ideally, never do this. Never do this. But you could do it, and that's how it's different from a regular keyword.
I only do this if I want to annoy someone.
Exactly. It would be very annoying to do this to people. um, there was one more thing that I wanted to mention. Let me think for just a second. Um, oh yeah, you mentioned data. Ajax. Ajax is short and stands for asynchronous JavaScript and XML. But it basically only means the request that the browser does to the server. So when you know the website, right, your browser asks the server, hey, give me data for, I don't know what website it is. You might be using, let's say, DuckDuckGo, right? And you're like, hey, DuckDuckGo, my user is calling you. What should I show to the user? And in order to ask for this data, the browser does a fetch request. And so that is the most common word, like fetch request. It fetches the data from the server. And that is what code is going to explain to you. I'm not going to go into too much depth into this, but because it's asynchronous, because you cannot just synchronously have the website on your computer, right? You need to wait until the lightning in the cable goes through the server, wherever that goal is, the computer there does its thing, and then the computer there through the cable again, through the internet cable, sends lightning back to you. And then your computer, your browser renders DuckDuckGo because that takes time. All Ajax requests, all fetch requests are always asynchronous and they're always promises.
Always promise what?
That they are always promises. So all fetch requests are always promises.
Promises or promiseless?
Promises. Wait, let me write it. They are all promises. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Curious.
This spoiler. I'm super excited to hear you talk about this tomorrow. Yeah, again, everyone, the usual. Keep up your coding habits. Keep coding. Learn more every day. And tune in tomorrow to see Leon talk about promises and talk about Ajax in a lot more detail. So this has been day 25 of 100 days of code with Leon Andersen and me. So thank you everyone for tuning in into the code call with
Leon Andersen and Elephant, my mentor.
and me, Alan from Penning. Thank you everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye.